Gather around, my children, and pay keen attention to what I'm going to tell you. I am going to talk to you about the tale, a tale that teaches the story of greed.
Greed? What is greed, grandfather?
Ha 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 ha. Greed is the hunger to have more than what you need. It destroys the heart and blinds the soul. Now listen. Once there were three young men, good friends, who always sat and drank together. One day they were sitting in a restaurant, spending time together. A young man rushed in breathlessly and tired.
What did he say?
He said, "There has been taking lives in the nearby villages, and many people are afraid." The two friends were angered by this news.
Why were they angry?
They thought they could find this so-called death. So they set out and went in search for death.
Did they find death, grandfather?
On their way, they found an old man. A man who was even older than me. He leaned on his staff and was carrying out his chores. They approached the old man and they inquired on the whereabouts of death. The old man, leaning on his staff, pointed at a tree and said, "What you are looking for, you will find on that tree."
What did they find?
Beneath the tree, they found a large bag of gold. Oh, gold! They even forgot about the death they were looking for, and their eyes sparkled with greed.
What did they do with the gold?
They decided to wait till night come to avoid any inconvenience and run away with the gold. So, they eventually moved to a situation where they decided to celebrate their discovery and go and buy drinks and food and make merry. So one of them decides to leave to go buy some drinks. When he goes, the other two who stayed back decided that one bag of gold for three people would be too small. So the best thing to do would be to kill the first man who left, so that they will share the bag of gold for the both of them.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. The man who went and bought the drinks was not even better, he was worse. As a matter of fact, while he was going to the store, he began to think and said to himself, one bag of gold for three people will be too small. But if I poison those two fools, I will have the whole bag for myself. So what I will do is, I will buy the drinks and I will poison them, so that when they drink, they die, and all the gold will be for me.
What happened next, grandfather?
When the first person who went to buy the drinks came back, his two friends bounced on him and killed him. When they killed him, they were jovial and went directly to the drinks, cheered themselves, and celebrated the victory. Immediately they opened the drinks and they began drinking with their hearts filled with joy, filled with the thoughts of being rich again. In the process of drinking and the merrymaking, one of them noticed some malformation on his body. He felt something going wrong in his stomach. Immediately, the second person vomited the wine. They didn't know what was happening to them. Before they could realize, they were crawling on their feet, spitting out blood and crying out for help. But there was no help, and it was too late. The poison that was placed in the bottle by the first person was too powerful and killed them on the spot.
Then they had to go, right?
No, my child. Each and every one of them died.
So they all died?
Yes, my child. They all died.
So the old man was right?
Yes. They found death, surely not as a person, but as a consequence of their greed.
What's the lesson, grandfather?
The lesson is simple. Greed is a very bad thing. It destroys and can ruin even the best of friends. It can lead you to your downfall. Learn to be content with what you have, and you will find peace.
Thank you, grandfather. We will remember the story.
You are welcome, my children. Good, that is the end of my story. Carry this wisdom with you, and you will never fall into greed's trap.